this I'll check. The changes between EC6 and S4HANA. Then 16th of May 24. Then changes between ECC 6.0 and S4HANA. So now coming to the change point of view, then we have the changes. If we talk about, let us talk about each and every area wise, so that we can understand easily. The first, if we can talk about architecture changes or database level, database changes. So the database changes, obviously the tables, the data storage tables has been changed, and now it is only one universal table for all FI, CO, MM, and SD. Etc. Okay, for all other modules also. Okay, in case the PS project system will come into it, in case if there is any other module, then the data, it will come and sit into the universal table is a ACDOCA. Then the universal table, what we are going to talk about, ACDOCA. So ACDOCA table, only the one table only the one table which is going to store the data. Then now earlier, let us say, even remember the one thing only, I'm only talking about when I say the database changes, the data storage. Data means line items data storage. I'll put straightforward, line items data storage, database tables, data, it has been changed. Then still the master data still, but if you can ask me, still, master data tables still remain same. Still, if you wanted to see, still the master data tables are same. Master data tables are same, like KN A1, KN A1 still it is available, KN B1 still it is available. Then even like it's a LFA1,
LFB1,
then LFB1, yes, still SKA1, SKB1, still it is available, but again remain the header data, the document header table is still remain same.
the BKPF, right, sir?
Exactly. BKPF table is still remain same.
And
There
BSEC
are
is also
no
there. BSEC
changes.
is also there, sir.
Yes, I will tell you. Yes,
Okay.
yes. Now you very much you can ask me the question. I'm saying that there is a table which is already available, like I would say the BKPF table, sorry, the ACDOCA table which is already available. Everybody is saying that ACDOCA table. Okay, but now the question come from the most of the people doesn't know that if still we have ACDOCA, but why we would require the BKPF table, sorry, BSEC table.
Open
Did
line
you
item,
ever?
sir. Open item management.
Exactly. So the open items, total value, the value of the total items, because if you go and see the ACDOCA level, it may display all the ledgers. So it will display the different elements also. But now the BSEG level, if you go to BSEG, it will give the information of the line items along with the value. The total value is a very, very important one. Even if you want to do summarization for particular line item, then you have to use a BSEG. Okay, don't wish. I mean, we are not using still ACDOCA because there might be a lot of elements will come into picture. So that is the reason BSEG is available in the system.
Okay.
Then, then so this is the, I mean, overall architecture point of view. Now there are, as you know, the Fury apps which has came into picture because since 1610 onwards we are using Fury apps. But the major changes which let us discuss about the major changes. So now in S4 HANA there is a new bank. First one is a, in the moment when we are talking about um, new cash account, new cash account in new cash account
FS00.
concept. Yes, concept from 2020, because now you need to know about the latest changes, right? Because the still
Yeah.
the remain the concept which is continuing from 2020 onwards. Okay, so now new cash account. Okay, new cash account group, cash account new cash account group concept from 2020 onwards. Okay, even in 1909 also this concept was not available. Okay, now the question is that, okay, so now if you ask me the question, first thing is that if you are, I mean, you are more familiar about the reconciliation account concept of vendor and customer, because the
Yeah.
one reconciliation account we can assign multiple vendors or multiple customers. If it is a debtors,
Yeah.
then we can assign into the customers. Creditors means we will assign into the vendors, right? So the
Yes.
similar concept, the SAP has come up with the similar concept. Okay, so the concept is stating that now let's say the requirement. Please concentrate here. See,
Yeah. Yeah.
so
Yes.
now the ECC, I mean process in ECC. Then the similar way, process in S4 HANA.
S4.
Yes. So now let us see here. Both are, we are very much aware of both are the things. But now the first point number one would be, let us see here. So now process. Okay. So now first let me explain about that one. Then see, to create the bank account. Okay, to create a bank account. Okay, to create a bank account, at least we want we want 3 or 4 GL accounts. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
3 or
Yes.
4 GL accounts. The second one would be a, in S4 HANA. Okay, first let me complete this one for ECC. The second one would be a bank key. Remember, bank key is a master data.
Yeah.
Master data in ECC system. The third point would be a, the house bank. Sorry, house bank is a configuration item. Am I right? Is a
Yeah.
configuration item. The fourth one would be a bank account. Bank account. Bank account also is a configuration item.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Bank
Correct, sir.
account also configuration item. But now to create a bank account, I'll put it, to create to create a bank accounts, to create a bank account, so at least we want 3 or 4 GL accounts for each bank account. I will put this sentence so that it will be clear. For if three
Sure.
or four 3 or 4 bank accounts.
Hello.
Yes, yes, yes. In one
Yeah.
second.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, I mean, I just got some message from office. Uh,
Oh, okay, sir. Okay, sir. No, sir. No,
yeah,
no
yeah.
problem, sir.
Some, because there are some issues are going on because for master data upload is going on. Okay, fine, no problem. Then we have provided. Okay, okay, it's not our issue. Okay, fine, no problem. So now, now to create a bank accounts, at least 3 or 4 GL accounts to be required for each bank account. Now the first point number one would be in S4 HANA system. Remember, one main bank GL account can be used for multiple bank accounts. No need to remember, to no need to have a separate account, separate main bank. I'll put it separate main bank account for each bank. Okay, remember this is a very important one. Now coming to the similar, even this is also the same. Point number 2 is the same, even in S4 HANA system also the same. Point number 3 also the same.
Yeah, but T code
Point
has
number,
changed, right, sir, for house bank?
I'm coming. Just give me a second. I am coming there. I know that one. Okay. So house bank is a configuration. I am coming. Don't worry about that one. Then bank account. Remember, it's not a bank account. It's not a configuration. Bank account is a master data. Bank account is a master data. But now coming to the GL account, so this transaction code is same. Only I'll mention the change point. Bank accounts, I mean the bank account configuration, it was there in FI12. Okay, this is also the FI12. But the above one is a FI01. FI01. Then this one is that the both are same. FI01. Even you can use the very much Fury apps are available. Then for this one, you need to use is a manage bank accounts Fury app. Remember, don't use. I'll put the comment here. Note: do not use NWBC transaction code to create a bank accounts because even in S4 HANA system 1610 and those versions, even we were using NWBC transaction code. In that NWBC transaction code, we were having, there was a role. It's a cash manager role should be there. That cash manager role, if you would have assigned, then you can able to create. But now that even still remember, I will show you that one. Still in S4 HANA, even this is 2022 version. I'll show you this one. Still the system, it is going to redirect to NWBC transaction code. NWBC. One second. Somebody is knocking the door. 1 second.
Sure.
Yeah, sorry, Bhaiya, I'm back. The security was knocking the door. Okay, fine, no problem. Okay, so now coming back, even this is the system is a this is a system, is a S4HANA 2022 system.
Mm.
Okay. So
Mm.
now I will show you here the FI12. If I go to FI12 transaction code, okay, somebody is locked out. 1 second, let me remove that one. Okay. Now let's say I'll take my company code, any one of my company code. Now if I go to here, house bank, these are the house banks which are created. Now even if I want to create, bank accounts, it is
Read access.
read access only. But now still create bank account option is enabled. But now you can see here, if I click this one, it is redirecting to the NWBC transaction code only. Just remember this one.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
will redirect. But this NWBC transaction code will not work in 2020 from 2020 onwards, because I will tell you the reason. The bank account, what was the main bank account? I mean, the bank accounts which we were creating in ECC system, those are all related to balance sheet, right? Balance sheet and assets.
yeah.
But
Yes,
now,
it is.
in S4, 2020 onwards, we have a separate group, that the group has been dedicated. Okay, so now, because the reconciliation account concept has come into picture, the reconciliation
Yeah.
account concept will not work for work in NWBC. Remember this one. It's a very,
Okay.
very important one. Okay. So now it is a
Yeah. Sure.
read active. Always you need to go to the, see, now it has been come into picture. It is holded here. Okay. It is holded here. Okay. So now let me see, now it is holded here. The NWBC, you can see NWBC transaction code. You can see here,
Yeah.
you can very much see here NWBC transaction code. Got it?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
If I put this same into my, this one, in this one, let me give S22. Now if I'll put this one, see, now you can see here new bank account creation. It's a NWBC. It has been, you can see here very much comfortable. You can see here NWBC,
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, sir.
right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So now, but it won't work for the, for your reconciliation account concept. Remember, okay, for
Yeah.
reconciliation concept, this won't work. Always you need to
Okay.
use the managed bank accounts. Remember. Then
Okay.
now this is the one change what we have seen. But now the creation of the bank accounts. Okay, you, do you have experience, or can I show that how to create the reconciliation account, the bank accounts one concept?
I know, sir. I have watched this video, sir. I have watched already.
Okay.
I have
No
watched.
problem. No problem. No problem. Okay. Okay. If that is the case, then we can move further. Okay.
But
So now
I was
new.
aware of that. We are creating the bank account from NWC. It will redirect to there, and we are putting the main bank account, right, sir?
No, no, no. Don't go over there. Don't go to
Okay.
NWBC. That's what I said. First of
Okay. Yeah,
all,
you said it.
don't
Yeah.
go to the, yes. Okay.
And
Just close this one simple. Then you come to, this is a Fury app screen. In the
yeah, yeah.
Fury apps, go to more manage bank accounts. Just
Manage
enter
bank.
the
Yeah, yeah.
manage bank accounts. Just go to here.
Uh,
Then it will let it be open this one. So now go to this transaction code. Then you can, it will take some time, but it will see now manage bank accounts. Then go here and create the bank accounts. Okay, how you wanted to create. But now there is a approval there is a, so now, and also remember, the important thing is that the bank accounting is part of, is finance. Remember.
mm,
But now, whereas in S4 HANA, bank accounting is part of cash management. Remember, it's a part of the cash management.
Yes, sir. Okay, I got, sir.
One moment,
Okay.
wait, I'm just stamping. Okay. So now the bank accounts is part of the bank accounting was part of the finance, but now in S4 HANA, the bank accounting it is a part of in cash management. Now you can ask me, but now the important thing here is that for bank accounting, let's say now if we are in ECC system, let's assume. So now the
Hmm.
Treasury Department want to create one bank account, then they have that proper information. Okay, what is the bank account number, what is the description and everything, the bank key, everything information, it is their house bank. But now to create the GL account, they were dependent on finance team, because again the finance team has to provide that respective GL accounts. Then only they can able to create in ECC system. But now in S4
Yes,
HANA
yes.
system, simply for bank accounting, for cash accounts, it's a separate group has been dedicated. The cash management team will utilize those number series in order to create the GL accounts. That is the one biggest advantage. Then next thing would be a, let's say now we both are working in a same team. Okay, so now because I am creating the one bank account, it should not come into active state immediately. Okay, because until and unless if somebody has to review and somebody has to approve that bank account, then if that is the case, then there is a concept called it as a workflow. Okay, so now I will show
Hmm.
you there is a standard workflow. Okay, so now I'll put the point here is a for bank account creation, change, delete, etc. There is no workflow. But now, whereas in S4 HANA, for bank account creation, change, delete, etc. Workflow in place. There is a workflow, it is there. Where you can do the configuration workflow, I'll show you for the bank
Sure.
accounting. So now this is the manage bank accounts. Now go to SPRO, financial supply chain man. You can see cash and liquidity management. Under this, you can able to see the bank accounting, right? Cash management.
Hmm.
Now, to create the bank workflow here, then coming to the basic settings, yeah, maintain defined responsibilities, enable payment approval. Come back here. Oh, sorry, above this one. Define responsibilities. OOCU underscore RESP. The transaction code is OOCU underscore RESP. For bank accounting, these are the three roles are available. 7008. Let me put this one. I'll show you the 7008 role is the key user. Okay, so now there are three roles are available. First, let me describe here. In cash management, we have three roles. Number one number one is a cash manager. Two is a cash specialist. Cash specialist. Three is a key user. Okay, each user has a separate role. for the cash manager, sorry, the cash manager, let me go back. The role, let me copy here. Now the cash manager, the role is a 006 73006 73007 73008. I will show you in the system. These are the standard SAP roles. Don't confuse. Go here, 74. You can see here cash manager. Am I right? Cash manager, the role you can see here in front of you only. I'm showing cash manager, the role. Come back. Let us see the 7. This 7 is the cash specialist. Am I right? Cash specialist.
Yes.
The role is a cash specialist. Now the role is a, now the role what we are having is a
Cash manager.
key user. Key user.
Okay.
Cash manager, we
Okay.
have a 006,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
The cash
yeah. Yes.
manager, the role is. Okay, so now these are the standard SAP delivered roles which are available. Again, in order to activate this the workflow and all, you need to work with the basis team in order to activate the workflows and all. Okay, so now there is a separate transaction code. You need to work with them so that they will activate the workflows later on. You can use it. Okay.
Okay,
Now, okay, so now these are the standard SAP roles which are available in SAP in S4 HANA system. Okay, any queries so far about the bank accounting?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, okay. So now the process what we have seen. Again the process, you know, right, how to create for bank accounts creation. Then one bank account or two bank accounts what we were using. That what I have explained, because in ECC system we were using multiple main bank accounts for, I mean, each bank account should have one main bank account. But now
Yeah.
here, okay, so now that concept you already aware. Then coming to the next one, changes in FBZP. FBZP configuration. Do you know what are the changes in FBZP?
No, this I know, don't know, sir.
Okay,
Because
changes
I've
in
done in
FBZP
ECC. In ECC, I have done, sir.
configuration for clearing account determination during F110. Okay. So now I think you already aware of this one, right? How to
Yeah.
configure,
Y- Yes, sir. This
configure
I know.
FB. Okay.
In
So
ECC, I
now
know, sir.
let us, yeah, ECC. I'm just asking ECC, whatever it may be. Now the change point. Let us focus on the change point. Now let me go to FBZP. So now all from first to four method, four steps are same. Okay, there is no
Okay.
deviation and there are no
Okay.
changes. But now go to bank determination. So in the bank determination, what it is happening, let's go to, let's select this one, bank accounts here. Here you can see here the bank account. This is the account which we can use at the time of F110 clearing, right? This is the
Yes, sir.
account which we can use during the clearing in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
sense. So now what is the accounting entry? You tell me, what is the accounting entries? Accounting entries for vendor. Then what will happen at the time of invoice? During the invoice, what will happen? F-43. So then the accounting entry will be a, I mean, the, let's say the expenses account or purchase account. Let's say
Debit to
expenses
vendor
account.
account.
Expenses account. No. Why you want to debit?
Okay.
It's
Oh,
vendor
so sorry, sir. Yeah,
expense.
yeah.
Expenses account will be debit to vendor
Vendor
account.
account credit.
Exactly. This the accounting entry at the time of when it will come into picture. It will come into
Uh,
picture at the time of invoice posting. Am I right?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, if I want to make the payment to the vendor, okay, vendor payment, vendor payment.
Vendor account debit to outgoing payment or bank account, whatever.
Exactly. So now F110. Let us use the F110. So now F110 at the time of vendor payment, my accounting entry would be A. Then vendor account will be debit
Bank
to
account.
what is accounting entry?
Outgoing payment. Outgoing payment.
Outgoing clearing
Clearing
account.
account.
Outgoing clearing account will come into picture. Okay,
Yes.
later on we can see then the final at the time of EBS. At the time of
Yeah. Main
EBS,
bank account debit to outgoing payment to main bank account.
Yes, exactly. EBS reconciliation at the time of EBS reconciliation FF underscore 5. Then, sorry, EBS. So now at the time of EBS reconciliation, then what will happen? Then outgoing clearing account, outgoing clearing account will be debit to
Main
my
bank account.
main bank account will be credit here. So
Yes.
now here we are the change point is a here. The
Yeah.
change point in S4HANA here is the change point. Now let's say now I have the vendor. Okay, so now the clearing account in ECC system, in ECC system, the clearing account which was deriving from here. Am I right?
Yeah. Yes.
This clearing account, I'm talking about this clearing account which was deriving from this is the place. But now
Mm.
if you can see here this configuration, it is grayed out, right?
Yeah.
Even if
Yes.
I
Yes.
go for the new entries also, if I go for the new entries also, first of all,
Right.
system doesn't allow me. Okay,
Yeah.
system doesn't allow me to use this one. Okay, but still don't think that still we can use in S4HANA also, still we can use this function. Okay, but
Yes.
now there is a change point. But now we must have to know, right, the change point. Then
Yes.
remember
Yes.
in interview,
Mm.
if they might have asked you the question, okay, you are saying that in FBZP configuration for bank accounts, for clearing accounts determination, we are not using, system is grading out.
Yeah.
There is a separate place it is there to use that one, okay, for
Yeah.
configuration. But interviewer may ask, can I use? Because see, if it is grading out, can I use this function still? Yes, still you can use it, but there is a some additional activation is to be required. If you do that activation, this still you can use. Okay, both the functions you can use. Either you can use the clearing account determination purpose from this place, or I will show you another place. Okay, remember that one. Both the places can
Oh,
use. But now the
oh,
change point would be here. Change point would be here, financial accounting, where the clearing account is going to configure here. Okay, I'll show you that one. I mean, okay, I'll show you recently I have done the F110 also. I'll show you. Then accounts receivable and accounts payable. Then business transactions, outgoing payments, okay, automatic outgoing payments, payment method, bank selection for the payment program. Here you can see assign account symbols to the payment methods. So here each country wise you have to assign, this is the account symbol. Again the change point I'll tell you here. Remember, there is an important thing. During F110, the clearing account, okay, during F110 in ECC system, I'll put like this. In ECC, during F110, the clearing account was deriving from FBZP. FBZP. Remember the clearing account. I'll put that example. Let's say my clearing account is a 101. Okay.
oh, okay, sir.
Now in S4 HANA, in S4 HANA, in S4HANA during F110, the clearing account will derive, sorry, from the below path. I'll put it that path clearly here. Now, so here why SAP has given? I have given, let's say, in FBZP in ECC system 200.101, even 200.101, let's say. Okay. So now remember, note in S4HANA, the bank clearing account will derive from OT83. Okay. Clearing account configuration.
OT83.
Configuration from the below path. Okay. So now let's say I'll give a straightforward example here. Okay, I'll take the same example here. Let us think about both the scenarios, ECC scenario and as well as S4HANA scenario. Okay, so now in FBZP, okay, now let me put the assumptions here, ECC. Let me put here ECC. Okay, so now let us assume the vendor account itself. Let's say now one. Okay, I'll show you here. It's okay. Let's go to here. I'll take one. Okay, BL1N. Let's see. I'll give a real-time example here so that you will have a clear understanding here. So now let's say, okay, clearing items all are cleared. Let me select the cleared items. So I know that. Okay, so now let us think about this is the vendor what I'm having. Okay, this is the vendor what I'm having. Sorry, expense. So this is the vendor account, right? Okay, sorry. So now let's say the expenses account 400, 100. So now this is the GL account. Okay, this is the vendor account. Am I right? You can just correlate here. So now think about this is here, then this is here. Remember. Okay. So now this is my vendor account. This is my GL account. Let's say here also the vendor account has come into picture. So now vendor account the same. Outgoing clearing account is a 200.101. Okay. So now let us assume in ECC system the configuration from FBZP. I mentioned right from FBZP. So the system has derived this GL account at the time of clearing account. Okay, please concentrate here. Again, during the EBS reconciliation, system has to derive from OT83, right? The posting rules should be derived from OT83. Let's say here the consultant or he doesn't know the impact without knowing. Instead of 200.101, 200.102 he has mapped here. Okay, so now 200.100 is my main bank account. So now here you can see here there is a both are deviation completely wrong. The mapping here is a completely wrong. There could be a chances, right? I'm not saying that one it should happen. There could be a chances. So now here during the F110 this GL account has been determined. Again during the EBS reconciliation this account has been derived. So now my problem here is that now the reconciliation will come into picture. Then during the reconciliation, in this account you may see the open items. In this account again you may see the open items. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
But
Totally
that is not the
mismatching.
correct. Totally mismatching. It is not giving my accurate value. That is the reason. Because of that reason, what SAP has come up. the S4 HANA, then I'll take the same examples here. I'll put here also. Then this one, I mean, this one is from, okay, I'll put the same. I'll put it here also. Now I'll put here. So now in between, right? Clearing account from FB ZB, the clearing account from FB ZB. Remember the clearing account. Okay, I'll put it the clearing account. So the clearing account from FBZP. Again, here the clearing account. Again, remember this clearing account. Again, this will be from this clearing account. Again, clearing account from OT83. Got it? The clearing account
Yes,
from
yes.
OT83, this one. So now in order to avoid such situations, then this FBZP is completely avoided. This is going to derive from OT83, this also from OT83. Okay, because so now there is no deviation. Again, posting rule, posting keys will come into picture. The posting rule will have the GL account assignment, right? So now
Yeah,
here
yes.
in this combination, if you can see here, if I go to combination, if I go this combination here, then country, posting payment method, this one is a payment method, this one is a posting account symbol. The account symbol has the GL account assignment. Remember, that is the one change which has come into picture. You should know that one. Okay, that is a very, very important one. Okay, so then otherwise it will create problem.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, so is it clear?
Yeah, this is clear, sir. This is clear.
Okay, okay. Now, okay, so now let's move on to the next one. So now this is the clear, right? So now the next one is a new okay technical clearing account in new asset accounting.
Asset accounting.
So now new, I mean the technical clearing account. What does it mean by the technical clearing account? So now if you can ask me the question, the concept of technical clearing account which has been introduced in S4 HANA system, then it is going to only the technical clearing account will have impact. I'll put it the clearing account, the technical clearing account will have impact only
Purchase of asset.
at the time of exactly at the purchase of
Assets.
asset. Yes, exactly. Because now if okay, so now if you have the multiple ledgers, because there is a concept called as a valuation area, then
Operational.
operational area. Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Sir, this one I know,
Valuation.
sir. Only I have a confusion here. Like, see, suppose we acquired the asset. The entry will be
Mhm.
asset account debit to vendor account. Asset will be the valuation part, vendor will be the operational part. Okay.
Yes,
Now I
yes,
separated this asset account debit to technical clearing account, right?
yes,
Then technical
yes.
clearing account debit to vendor account credit, right?
Exactly,
So
exactly.
someone will ask, in operational is not ledger specific, like it is independent. Either it can be a leading ledger also, it can be a non-leading ledger also. And number
Yes,
range for operational will be a same. But for the asset account, for this valuation, number range will be different.
yes.
In Correct, sir?
Yes.
Correct me if and this is a
Exactly.
reconciliation account.
Exactly. Exactly.
And this is a
Yes. Yes. Yes.
reconciliation
See,
account. Yeah.
and for always the technical clearing account is a liability account and it's a
Yeah.
balance sheet account. It's
Yeah.
always the value will be zero
Yeah.
in the
Zero.
technical
Zero.
clearing account.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
So in someone will ask
So
what is
that
the
is the
entry? Here I got confused. Like I will say what I will say: asset account, debit, technical clearing account,
account
credit,
credit.
with
Yes.
technical clearing account,
Account
debit
debit.
to
Then
vendor.
again you can say the to vendor. Exactly. Exactly.
This is the entry only.
Exactly. Because technical clearing account. Yes. Yes. Again, the technical clearing account debit credit will nullify. Asset account will be
Yeah.
debit. Vendor account will be credit. Exactly. Exactly.
And
Yes.
we cannot
Perfect.
post manually to the reason is it's a reconciliation account.
No. Exactly.
Correct. Correct.
It's a recon account. Exactly. Exactly.
And
Exactly.
two-way we
Totally.
can map this technical clearing account. One is chart of accounts and it's account determination, right?
Exactly. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes, I was going through
Yes.
the notes, sir. So just I was
Oh.
thought supposed to discuss this, but yes,
Oh.
so doubt might got cleared. So I was
Yeah. Yeah.
confused in the general entries, like how if someone will ask what is the general entry. So asset account debit to technical clearing account, again technical
Yes.
clearing account,
To
debit
vendor
to
account.
when accounts.
Yeah,
That is the
exactly.
right, sir.
Exactly. Simple thing is that we are receiving asset. Who
Hmm.
is supplying the asset? Asset is supplying the vendor. Then you
Yeah.
can first what is asset debit technical clearing account. Again, technical clearing account vendor. Simple logic. You remember blindly like this.
Yeah.
Okay. Then in asset accounting, we have seen the technical clearing account concept. But the next one would be a during the in ECC system in ECC 6.0 what we were seeing, like say if I want to run the depreciation, okay, for the month of April, let's assume, or okay, for the month of May, what it was happening for all the assets, okay, the system was consolidating the depreciation, system was consolidating the value and it was posting the total, but each asset has a depreciation particular value. But now my requirement would be each group wise or each asset class wise which I want to post a separate document, or each ledger wise. Let's say the ledger wise we'll talk about. Each ledger wise I want to post a separate document types during the depreciation run. Is it possible? Yes, exactly, it can be possible in S4 HANA system, because each asset class wise or each screen layout wise there is a screen layouts will control, right? Screen layout rules of asset class, screen
Yeah.
layout
Yeah.
rules
Yes.
of asset
Yes.
document types, number ranges of the document it will control. Okay, but for number ranges of the asset master, but now the postings perspective again there is a separate place it is there. Okay, we can very much control this one also. Then next thing would be a, so that what will happen, each asset class wise you can post as separate number range, or each ledger wise you can use separate number ranges or separate document types in order to post the depreciation. Then the
Correct.
next
Yeah.
thing would be while running the depreciation in AFEAB, there was a transaction code in AFEAB. We were seeing that planned, unplanned, then repeat run and restart. There were four options. Okay. So now those four options are decommissioned. Are absoluted in S4 HANA system. Because the reason being that in ECC system, let's say for the month of May, I want to run depreciation for 10 assets. Let's assume the scenario. So what was happening? Out of 10 assets, there are 2 assets are having the error.
Okay.
Until and unless in ECC system, I am only talking about ECC system. Until and
Okay.
unless if I rectify the error for those 2 assets, error which assets are having error, then only I can able to run the depreciation and I can able to post the values. But whereas in S4 HANA, you can imagine, you can just leave the 2 assets which are having the error. The rest of the assets rest all the assets you can post depreciation in S4 HANA system. But during the year end, you must have to correct the error assets, which assets are having. Then you need to close the year.
Okay.
This is one very, very important thing. Got it? This one
Yeah,
is an
got sir.
important thing, very, very important thing. Yes, yes. Again, the most are the cases they will ask you. What is the difference? Why the technical clearing account? What is the concept of usage? Then why you? What is the valuation area? What is the? There are two areas, right? Then definitely they will ask you. Then again, they may there could be a
Valuation area, what
chances.
too, sir? I didn't get valuation
No,
area,
no, no,
what,
no.
sir? Right.
No, 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 not valuation area. The accounting entry has been divided into the two parts, right?
Yeah,
Position
yeah, yeah, sir.
entry.
Yes, sir. Yes.
One is a operational entry. Okay. Another one is a another one is
Valuation.
operational entry.
Valuation. Yeah.
Operational entry is okay. Yes, operational and valuation. Yes, that is what there could be a chances. Okay. Now,
And yeah, one more
now
thing, sir. In asset accounting,
yes.
only three currency will support, right? One is by default local currency. Second one is group currency. Third one, it can be either hard currency or group currency. Hard currency or
See,
index currency.
see, first thing is that it is my mistake only. I should suppose to explain this concept at the beginning. In S4 HANA system, in ECC, we can able to do configuration up to three currencies. Am I right? In ECC,
Yeah.
in
Yes.
OB22
Yes, sir. Yes.
transaction code.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yes.
now, whereas in S4 HANA, we
Uh,
can configure up to 10 currencies.
Yeah.
Okay, remember that one. But now, if you in asset accounting also remember each depreciation area should have a separate currency.
Okay.
Each depreciation area, if it is a ledger, okay, each ledger,
Uh,
each depreciation area combination, you have to
uh,
maintain as currency. Okay, remember that one. That is a very, very important one. Okay.
So my question is, sir, only three currency, right? Because only three currency. Either it can
No,
be a
why
group
three currency? No, 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 no. Why only three
in asset
currency?
accounting, sir. In asset accounting. In asset accounting.
No, no, no. That is what I'm coming over there. Let us go to path here and I'll show you that one. Don't say that one. Don't say that one. Then come back to the fixed asset accounting, organization structure. Okay. Then assign chart of depreciation to company code. Let us see here. Copy refer. Okay. And then let us see here. Let me take any one of depreciation. Okay, let us see. Now you can see here. You can see here the ledgers. What you can see here. So now I could see 0L, 2L, 0L. Okay, so now accounting principle which has been assigned. Okay,
Mm,
each ledger has been assigned accounting principle. So
mm,
now the currency, right, which you are talking about. Okay, so now the reporting purpose. Let's say my reporting structure would be a. So now you can see here for book depreciation, local gap and IFR. For book depreciation, for local gap, let's assume I can use for my local currency. For IFRS, I can use different currency. For adjustment currencies, I can use. For corporate earnings, I can use a different currency. Right? I can
okay.
use different currencies. Don't think in that way. Okay, only three currencies. It was in ECC, as you said, right? Three. But now in S4 HANA, that perception has been changed. For each and every depreciation area, you must have to assign ledger. Then that ledger must and should be assigned with the accounting principle, mandatory.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, and also in S4 HANA system, all the depreciation areas are getting posted. The accounting entries are getting posted. But in ECC system, the tax depreciation, only book depreciation was the real time depreciation area. The tax depreciation was only the delta postings, only for the reporting point of view. That was not the
Okay.
it was not the real time posting, real time depreciation area. But now, whereas in ECS S4 HANA system, all depreciation areas are getting posted. areas are real-time postings only.
Okay.
Okay, remember.
Okay.
Remember, if you want, you can go with that one. Okay, you can see only one depreciation area. You can see real-time posting, area posting in real time. You can see for each and everything has an option. Okay, if you want, you can just activate that one. It depends on your requirement, how you need to do the configuration.
Okay, sir. One more thing, sir. Extension ledger is not used in asset accounting in S4HANA, right,
No,
sir?
no, I will tell you. I will tell you about the concept of extension ledger. Extension ledger, I'm coming now. Extension ledger, extension ledger. I will ask the question. You will give the answer. I know that one. So now let's say today is the, let's say I'll take the example, 16th of May 24. There is a
Okay.
vendor invoice. Okay, so vendor invoice.
Mm.
Then let's say 10,000. So now it should supposed to feed that into the system. Okay, so now it could be
Okay.
a document date and posting date. Okay,
Yeah.
the the invoice should post into system today. But now what the end users has done? They did not posted the invoice. They just forget about that one invoice.
Okay.
Okay, so now they have realized that they have realized that on 10th of June, the vendor invoice business business has realized that the invoice not posted. Not posted. You tell me, if this is the case, what we were doing in ECC system? Hello, Neeraj.
Yeah, yeah. I'm thinking, sir. I'm thinking, sir.
Hmm. It's kind of interview question. Tell me. Remember, the May periods already closed.
If you don't. So balance, while they will do the reconciliation, the balance will not match. Again, what will they will open the period
May periods.
already closed. In the special posting period, like
May
there is
period.
a special posting period, right, sir?
No, no. See, special
Uh,
posting periods. It's only for auditing purpose.
at the
They
end
will
of
not
my
give,
year,
right?
yeah, yes, sir. Yeah, they will
Yes,
not
year
give.
end, but it's not the auditing purpose, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
What we were doing in ECC system. See, now first thing is that no one, because on 31st of, I mean, when the May month is closed, the second day or
Yeah,
third day, all the books of accounts will be prepared for internal
yeah,
reporting purpose.
yeah,
All the
yes,
financial
yeah.
statements will be prepared.
Mm.
Now, if you want the periods and if you post the accounting entries, again, the auditors need to adjust that balances, right?
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
So it will have impact. So that's here what we were doing. While posting, we were giving this is the document date, this
Yeah,
is the posting date.
yeah, yeah,
In June, we were posting. But now
yeah,
due to the fact the system was, because anyhow this document is not part of in May now, but now it's a
yeah.
part of in June. But it is
Mm.
not at all appearing in my May periods. Am I right?
Mm. Yes, sir.
So what SAP has come up with the concept called it as extension ledger. If there are
Okay.
any such scenarios, then you can use extension ledger. Then if the periods are opened for that extension ledger, you can use it while extracting the report. You can give main ledger plus extension ledger over there. Okay, so now let's say my main ledger is a, let's say, the 0L. Am I right? 0L. Zero
Yes, sir.
L,
Leading level.
G, 0, sorry, 0L plus you need to give plus extension ledger. 0L plus extension ledger. So now in 0L, let's say you have the 20 lakhs, you have the 200 lakh. Then this 10,000 will come into your May periods only, in the month of May only, since you have posted this one into in your extension ledger. The extension ledger is related to your May. So if you extract these
Okay.
two reports, then it will be part of 200 lakhs plus 10,000, 200 lakhs, 10,000, it will be your output. Okay, that is the purpose of the extension ledger.
Okay.
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 Yeah, that
I
is the
got sir. I got.
purpose of the, yes, that is the purpose of the extension ledger. Okay. So now the most of the cases, I mean, we have seen, and there is a one more concept. Sorry, I forgot this one. So now bank account, sorry, house bank, house bank, and account ID, account ID in clearing transactions. Have you seen this one? Let's say GL clearing. Let's say the GL clearing. For GL clearing, what is the transaction code? F
I've
dash
got
zero
zero
seven.
seven years.
For vendor clearing, manual clearing, F dash 53. For
Hmm.
customer, for
I've
customer
gas.
clearing, F dash
Um,
28.
yeah, sir. Yes.
Okay. So for
Yeah.
all these transaction codes, these options has come into picture. Let us see
Yeah.
here. F dash 07. First, let us see the F dash 07. These option have you seen in ECC system? Bank data,
No,
house
sir. No,
bank
no, good,
and
sir.
account ID.
It was not
Okay,
there.
these,
Not there.
exactly. This is the one concept they have introduced in S4HANA system. These two are the mandatory fields while clearing. But in S4, but in ECC system, what we were giving? We were giving only the bank account. I mean this GL account.
GL
Okay.
account.
So now, yes, if you give the house bank and account ID, based on this, the system will clear system will derive and it will clear automatically. Okay. In S4 HANA system for all clearing transaction codes, this is having that one. Remember that one. This is the one which they have introduced additionally. Okay. So, I mean, most are the cases in FI we have covered for FI. I mean, so in again, there might be a small changes will be there. In
In
bank
chart of
accounting,
account,
there
sir.
may be
In chart of account also, sir. There is a changes.
chart of accounts. Chart of
Yes,
accounts,
sir.
what change?
Like there is the integration part is there now, sir. That integration part, manual creation of in ECC, manual creation that we are selecting automatic creation of cost elements, sir, in ECC.
Okay, see that concept. Okay, that is part of that's what I said, right? I mentioned
Yeah.
only FI part we have seen. CO I have not yet started. Okay, remember that one. Okay, that I remember. That I know that one. Okay, first let us see the FI one. Okay, then we'll go for the ECC. Sorry, yes, I mean controlling part. Okay, so now there might be a small things will be there, but there is a one concept which I wantedly kept it aside. That is the bank house bank account level approvers. Okay, but now that is the concept which I am going to cover in, yes, I mean during the BCM. Okay, not now. Okay, if I explain now also, then you may forget. So that is the reason I'll explain during the, during the this bank communication management class. Okay, don't worry about that one. I know that one. Then coming to the controlling changes in S4 HANA. So now the first thing is that I would say the no more cost element accounting in first point number one, we have to mention no more cost element accounting. No more
Yes,
cost element accounting. So why the no more cost element accounting in S4 HANA system means the cost elements which we were creating additionally in ECC system. Okay, with I mean there are two types of cost elements. One is a primary, another one is a secondary. So now, if I want to create any primary cost element, the mandatory was GL account. If the GL account is
yes,
exist, then I can create primary cost element. Then secondary cost element does not require any GL account. It's internal within the controlling module. But now
yeah,
in S4 HANA system, that concept has been completely overruled, and the cost element category while creation of the GL account itself, we must have to assign in while creation of the FS00, while creation of the
we are
GL
assigning primary
itself,
cost elements. Yeah,
we must have to assign the category. Okay, now I'll
yes,
ask you one question, Neeraj. Now let's say I mean what I'm trying to do, I'm just creating this GL account. Okay, but now I have not given this cost element category. Will it
level.
be system accept to save this GL or not?
Yes, sir, it will accept, sir. It will save, sir.
Okay, but this is a mandate, right? But if it will accept, if I select the
Yeah,
group of primary cost and revenues,
okay.
okay, if it is accept now, what
Mm,
about the postings, right? My controlling postings will not be happen,
yes.
right?
Sir,
But
actually, I have
this
not used
one,
S4HANA much. Okay, that's why.
exactly,
But yeah,
exactly. Yeah, as you said, it is true. The system will accept this one. Okay, let me create one. Let me create in front of you, right? Why I need to? Okay, it's not exist. Let me create one. Create one second. Let me create one. I mean, primary costs and revenues. Let me create this one is a revenues, then testing. I'll, I'll keep it testing. So now in the control data, I'm not going to give anything. Then bank interest data G001. Then let me save this one. See now, just it's a warning message it is giving, but it's not stopping, right? The data is saved.
yeah.
But now the problem will occur at the time of posting a document. At the moment when I am going to use this GL account, when I am going to use this GL account, since the cost element category is a mandatory, since the cost element category is a mandatory, this will lead error at the time of creation of document.
Posting,
Exactly
posting
at
a
the time of
document.
posting a document. This will lead error in that place. Okay. Now this is the so now cost element category for cost for secondary. I mean for secondary cost elements, we must have to do the configuration in OBD4 as a separate group. We have to maintain as a separate group for the secondary cost elements. But now,
Okay, sir.
the next thing would be, if you remember the document types, because in KOFI, RKU3, RKIU, there are business transactions in ECC system. Okay,
Yeah, correct. Yeah,
so
correct.
those business transactions, for those business transactions only we were assigning the documents in ECC system.
Yeah,
But
yes,
now remember, in S4 HANA system, the same FI documents to be used for controlling, the same FI documents to be used for controlling. Again, the documents are artificial documents. In controlling, let us see the documents. Let us see the AB03. Let us see the list of documents here. Uh, Let us see the few or the documents. One series, right? Here is a vendor document, right? Expenses. So now let us see here document. Okay, the document which has been posted here, expenses account. Okay, this is the cost element. Settings, go to the extras. Document environment, original document, relationship browser. Let's see here. See now, controlling document. As I mentioned, right? It's a controlling document is an artificial document. You can see here A0000FZ270. This is the, if I double click here, then it's going to the my controlling document. Neeraj, you can see in controlling
Yeah.
the documents numbers are artificial documents. Okay, there are
Okay.
no specific number ranges to be maintained for controlling. There are no standard. I mean, how we were mapping in ECC, it's a completely different. Again, this is
Oh,
my FI document. If I double click here, again it is redirecting to this place. Remember this one. Okay, so the controlling or the, I mean, the documents are the artificial documents.
okay.
Okay. Now there is a one more concept. One more concept. Cost, budget and budget and availability, control for cost center accounting, because the budget and availability control concept which was there in ECC system for internal orders.
Okay.
Okay, that was the existing function.
Okay.
But now in S4 HANA system, the budget and availability concept, all it has been extended to the I mean cost center accounting also. Okay, so if the cost center, if you set the budget limit, if the budget is beyond the limits, then it will trigger alerts to the respective or responsible person who is assigned to the particular person. For them, it will automatically trigger the email IDs. I mean, trigger the notifications for them. This is the one of the new concept in S4 HANA system. Okay. Again, if you talk about material ledger concept is a mandatory for in S4 HANA system. Without material ledger, you cannot go for the even material management workflow. Okay, I mean material management related activities you cannot perform, like purchase order creation, GR, IR, whatever it may be. You must have to configure the material ledger in S4 HANA system. There are four additional steps are there as compared with ECC. Okay. So now again, I mean, COPA and product costing also, but now in product costing also there are few changes, but that changes I don't remember that much exactly, because if I, to be frankly speaking, I'm not that much familiar into the controlling. Okay, but I am the specialist into the
Okay.
FI and as well as banking, all the treasury related. But till now, first of all, from the beginning, I don't have much more interest controlling side. That is that is the one. Okay, because see, okay, we'll talk later. Okay, fine, no problem. Any queries, Neeraj, about this one?
No, sir. Like if they will ask, sir, like S4HANA, I also know, like in chart of account, there is a changes in
Exactly.
document type also there is a changes and
CO
FS double.
document type.
No, no. Document types are OBS 7. There was a no secondary cost element option was there in
Yes, yes,
in
yeah,
ECC.
that
Yes,
is
sir.
what. That
Minor,
is
minor
what.
data
In
minor.
S4
So
HANA.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Go ahead. Go
So
ahead.
sir, eight or nine or at least 10 changes if I will say, I don't
Yes.
think so. They will ask more, sir.
See, first of
Hmm.
all, see the parameters. person who is going to take interview, if you explain all these things, then definitely he will 100. I'm sure about he will not say no. Okay, because these are all the changes only the practical person can aware. Okay,
Yeah, yes.
otherwise the whoever is preparing for interview, for them it's not feasible for them. I think they don't. I don't think they can fulfill this requirement. I don't think. Okay. 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 Fine.